Today, I'm here to do a video a little different. As you guys know, if you're following me, I post a lot of shorts of my befores and afters of cutting my clients' curls. And I do get a lot of comments within those videos, but not only just comments, but great questions that come along with it. You can kind of go over it together. And I feel like this way, this can help a lot more people that also has the same questions, same struggles. Let's do it, because I'm all about helping people, especially when you struggle with styling your hair. And the short that I chose for this specific video, I'm talking about breakage, because it's common when I have clients that come in that is struggling with this, or they see their hair is like thinning out, and it could be for numerous of reasons. Go ahead and watch the video first together and read some of the comments. If you're doing ponytails every day and they're slicked back and tight, eventually that's gonna cause breakage. Now, my client came in, and this is a perfect example what breakage look like. As you can see from the root, it's nice and thick, and then towards the end, as I pull it out, you can see through it, and it's super fine. Now, the goal was to remove all that breakage and just get her hair healthy again. And we did know it was going to sacrifice a little bit length, but the goal is to just have healthy hair overall. And then after this cut, we're just going to keep growing out so her hair can grow out full with density and not looking fine with breakage. Now, if you're at home, I recommend just lay off on doing ponytails every single day, because each day you do that, you're causing more attention to the hair, and it's just going to start breaking off over time. So just stick with a silk scrunchies, soft scrunchies, and do loose ponytails, and that's going to be so much better for your hair. Yes, that is true. When you first saw my client's hair, you can see all the areas that was see-through. That is the hair that was getting ripped off from the ponytails, and it's pulling the hair out, and that's why it's not as thick as the rest of her hair. So that's why it's vital to use a good material for your hair so that doesn't happen long term. Let's dive into the comments. And we have, her hair turned out so beautiful, Brittany, you're an amazing stylist. Thank you so much, Anita. And Anita Thompson, I'm always seeing your comments. I appreciate the love so much. I really do. I appreciate the love from all of you guys. I try to get back to everyone. I truly appreciate every single one of you for the love and the support. It means a lot. Live on high messy buns when my hair is not down, aka 70% of the time, and my curly hair thrives. It varies for different people, and I love this for you. I'm glad that your hair is thriving. So, you know, it could be that some people are pulling more attention than others. Maybe they're putting it more tighter. So it all varies on the individual. But if it's not happening to you, I'm happy, so you don't have to be dealing with the struggle. Are hair clips okay? Like the giant claws that hold up the hair. I can't have it down because I do laboratory work. Great question. I don't think clips are gonna cause like any damage. If you do it, but then you let your hair out, if it's not like in the clip the whole entire time, like the whole day, I don't think it should cause any damage. As I think about it, you know, you're going like this and you're putting a clip, I don't think it's gonna cause too much damage if there's not a lot of tension. How tight are you doing it? Those are things you just have to think about. If you do any of these kinds of styles, just try to keep it loose as possible, but while still kind of getting it out the way. What products do you put in the hair? It always looks so plump and moisturized. All right, this is a great question. So as far as products, I use, you know, various kinds of products, but my main, I would say, is Weedad. I really love Weedad products. It's light on the hair. It's a product that I've been using on my hair for a couple years now. I never had an issue with it, but I get it. At the end of the day, you know, it may not work for some. I say give it a try. If you like it, then, you know, you can stick with it. But if it doesn't turn out, there's plenty of other options out there. But what type of curls are these? So thick, shiny, and wavy. Let's talk about curl types. There's different curl types. There's a chart. It starts from 2A, you get into the 3s, which is like a 3A, then 3B, 3C, and then there is the 4A. So anything from 2 is wavy. Then when you get into the 3s is more of like a spirally curl, which is like my curls right now. I have like a little blowout, guys, which is, my hair is like, it's kind of like soft curls blowout. because I don't like to put so much heat into my hair. I do this like once a year to just kind of just see how long my hair is. I don't even like pin straight, which I prefer like this, a little frizz, because I like a little volume. But my curl type is around like a 3A. When you get to the 4A, 4B, that is coils. Now, why is it important to know? Like categorizing, like, okay, if you have a 2A, it's good to use like mousse and stuff, something that's light. So it's kind of like getting an idea of the curl type you have, what kind of products will be best for it. Everybody has different curl types. Some people even have 2 different kind of curl types in their hair. So it's just good to know just for that kind of reason. If you're a person that has 2 curl types, it's totally normal, by the way. Just wanted to throw that in there because I have some clients that come in and they're like, is this normal? Can I change that? And you can't change it because it's your hair, but you just have to work with it and work with the section. So if you have a section that's a little bit more, you have tight curls in the back, it's a little bit more drier, and then the front's a little bit more softer. You just have to give that section that needs a little bit more product, a little bit more water. That's just pretty much what you have to do, but you can't change it. That was a great question and topic to touch up on. Let's see, I had a TWA. I don't know what that means. And now that it's a little longer, my go-to style is a puff. I know that a scrunchie would not be wide enough for me though. I need something I could put down around my neck and then slide up my head. Do you have suggestions for what to use? There's different kinds of headbands. You could probably do like a headband, or even those, it's not like the mask that they had, but you know, like that material that it can kind of cover your neck and your nose. You can use something like that and pull your hair back and also have like a cute little design, but you can still have the curls out in the back. That's an option. Just kind of look for like maybe head scarves or anything like that if you just kind of want to get the hair out, and something that will be more suitable for you. So I definitely would try to recommend that. How about a clip? Clipping the hair up, does that cause damage? So yeah, like that last question, you know, I say it's okay to just don't have so much tension when you're doing any clips like that, just to avoid that. Because that's essentially what causes the breakage. Something else that causes breakage that's not a question asked is ponytails. When you do tight ponytails, that tends to create a lot of tension. And if you're doing it every day, each day you're pulling that tension to the hair and it's gonna start breaking it off. So that's why it's important to not do tight ponytails all the time. It's okay once in a while. You do it back to back, you just gotta think about it. Every single day you're doing a tight ponytail, you're pulling every day. So that causes stress to the hair. Anything you do, keep it loose. Cool thing about curly hair is that once curly hair is completely dry, you can literally just tie it up once around and it can hold itself up. Versus like straight hair, you need to kind of tie it pretty tight for it to kind of stay together. But curly hair, you can kind of do that. And that way you're not doing tight ponytails, even hairstyles, you can just literally wrap it around once and boom, it'll stay pretty nice. Definitely keep that in mind. If you want to do any of those kind of hairstyles, wait till like day 3, 4 hair where your hair is almost time to wash in, but you can do those ponytails and stuff and it doesn't have to be tight. If you try to do a ponytail while your hair is wet, then you're kind of forced to having to do a tight ponytail because it can't hold itself up. Just, you know, try doing that, guys, at home to help with the breakage. Also, the scrunchies, so important to get silk satin scrunchies. That is what's also going to help your hair from breaking. There is scrunchies out there in the stores, which I'm going to put an example right here in the corner. These kind of scrunchies I do not recommend, though that plastic material is so rough on the hair. Think about it, you're putting your hair up. You know how sometimes when you put a ponytail on your hair, you take it out, it rips some hair. That definitely is going to rip hair out. So I do not recommend that, because when you style your hair, you start noticing like little pieces of hair sticking up. Like you start seeing like, and they're like tiny. That's how you know you're using a rubber band that is causing breakage. For anyone that is in this situation and you're having this breakage, get a haircut, get that nice refresh, that reset like you seen in the video, because once she got that haircut, you can see how dense and healthy her hair is. And then from there, you start taking care of it. So let's say if you're in a situation that if you cut it and your hair is going to be extremely short and you don't want it to be that short, I completely get it. I'll just recommend to still get a haircut, but just take off a little bit, but get your haircuts more frequently. As your hair continues to grow, you're cutting off that breakage as it grows instead of doing it all in one shot. And treatments. Do deep conditioning treatments at home. That is going to help a ton. And you know, you just gotta start repairing the hair, you know? And don't expect your hair to come back in like a week. These things take time, and I mean like months for your hair to repair. But if you start doing it, you see the progress within like 5 months. Like I have clients that come in and in 5 months when they come back for their haircut, I just see that the hair is improving and you'll start feeling better, and you're gonna be like, okay, you're gonna be able to feel confident wearing your hair, and you're not gonna have any struggles. You know, all of it comes with time. It is possible. We can go to another video. Have straightening her hair for 15 years. So let's see the consultation first. Camila here. This is her first time getting a curly cut. Camila, so what do you want to tell the people? What are we doing today?
We're cutting at least half of this damage off, I think. We're starting the process of getting my curls shaped.
Yes. Yeah. This is pretty much gonna be your start of your curly journey, right?
Yes.
So I turn Camila around. She has a lot of heat damage. And how long you say you've been straightening your hair for?
I think basically 15 years.
Wow, yeah. 15 years. So you never really embraced your curls? Like
never.
No? So how this goes for you today that you're going to embrace them? This is going to be a start of your curly journey?
I'm really scared, but I'm really excited. You know, it's a process to accepting who you are, I think.
Yeah, and you know, I love this. I love this for Camila. You're ready to start it yourself. Like she's ready to begin this. Camila got beautiful hair, and I'm going to hydrate this. I just wanted to pause right there and make a quick statement why I said that. For anyone that is in a situation where like you're constantly like straightening your hair, and just a quick disclaimer, it's not bad to like blow dry and straighten your hair. Like I mean, my hair is blow dry right now. Like it's not bad to do that. And when it becomes a problem is when you're constantly doing it like all the time and you're using high heat and it's just like a constant straining with a flat iron. It's literally going to cause damage. And a lot of times when you're doing that, you know, if you don't feel confident wearing your curls, I see why you straighten your hair, because like I used to be the one straightening my hair like every single time. Like I wouldn't even leave it like this. It was like pinned straight. And I never really felt confident in wearing my curls. Like never. Once I started learning how to take care of my hair and stuff like that, I rarely even straightened it, you know? The reason why that was important to me, because me doing it all the time caused damage, and I love my curls, so I don't want my curls to look damaged. Now I limit it to like once, twice a year the most. I do a blow dry. At that, I don't really even go with the straightener like that because I just don't want to damage it too much. With that being said, you know, when a person wants to start embracing their curls, and especially in Camila's situation where she has heat damage, that's when I say you need to like stop straightening it. It's a lot within the person to completely stop straightening their hair from a look like where they felt their confidence, where they feel like I feel better with my hair straight. I feel like I look better. Like that's some deep, guys. Like it's deep. It's deep, you know, and I take this like that because I was literally in Camila's shoes before. It's a big decision when you go from straightening your hair to just wearing your natural hair. You have to accept it. Look at yourself and find yourself looking good with your curls when you were so used to feeling like that with your hair straight. When you make that choice, it's amazing. And Camila made that choice. This only works when you make the choice. Like I can tell anybody, okay, you gotta stop straightening. But they will only stop straightening if they choose to stop straightening, and their curls will look good because they choose to do it. And Camila chose to do it. And that takes a lot of courage. Shout out to Camila. doing that change for yourself, and you look great, girl. Let's keep watching the video. I just had to say that. Get rid of as much damage as I can so we can bring her curls back to life. You excited?
Yes!
Oh guys, stay tuned and we're gonna see what Camila hair looks like after I transform it. We'll see you guys. Oh, Camila, look at her hair, guys. She looks so good. She is thriving. Yes. Okay. Camila, I feel, you know, me watching with you guys, I'm just reliving that moment in my mind. And it was a beautiful moment because it was like, it was impactful for her because she really did not have her hair curly for the longest in years. And it really, like, it was huge for her. So Camila, you did that. You look so good. Okay, here we go. I'm learning to embrace my curls. Can you show the whole video of you doing her hair, please? Cassie, for you, I am definitely gonna try to, you know, create some more videos for you guys of like tutorials and stuff. And I want you guys to comment down below what else more you would like to see. You know, and I'm trying this out too as well, so I can give you guys as much information as I can, but I also get for anyone that is a visual learner, you probably want to see it. So I definitely will try to get some more of that out for you guys for sure. What do you suggest people use when they're trying to bring their curls back to life after such a long time of straightening? I have been straightening my hair for a long time as well, but I can never keep my hair from going frizzy. I have defined curls when I let it be natural, but it will frizz. And that's why I don't wear it curly. I want to start wearing it curly again, but now there are so many curly hair products, I get overwhelmed. To keep it real with you guys, if you're in a situation where your hair looks straight, like Camila's hair, like there was like no curling, it's really no going back. Your hair is just gonna stay straight if it's into that extent where it's straight and it doesn't curl. Now there are some cases where people do have some damage, but it gives a little bit of a curl, like a little soft curl. At that point, if you're in that situation where it gives you a little something, then, you know, I would just recommend to just stick with the lightweight product. You don't want to use nothing heavy, especially for both scenarios. Like if you're the, you know, if you're having the straight hair where it's not curling at all, even if it's curling a little bit, stick with lightweight, because if you are using heavyweight products, it's just gonna weigh the hair down. It's not gonna feel good on the hair. It's gonna feel very oily, thick, and you don't need that. So just keep to super light products. Frizz comes from not styling properly as well, and also depending on if you have breakage or if you have dryness, it could be numerous of things. So to kind of battle the frizz, just make sure when it comes to styling, you're sectioning your hair using water, and each sectioning, apply water to it, use your product and rake it through, work it into the hair, and don't mess with it until it's completely dry, and then you can fluff it out and do all that. Now, do deep conditioning treatments. You want to do that on a monthly basis. Do a hair mask on a weekly basis. Just start wearing it curly. You know, haven't been taking care of your hair for a long time, and then you just start. It takes time, guys, so you need to have patience. I promise you, once you get to that point where your hair feels good, like you're gonna see it's gonna be so worth it at the end. I'm telling you guys. I just had to say, I really love like peanuts, chocolate covered peanuts, anything like that. I love it so much. It's so good. So good. Oh my gosh, Johanna. We're gonna hear Johanna's story. You guys are gonna hear it. Start with part 1.
Hi, I'm Johanna.
Hi, so today this is her first curly cut, and what we're going to do is fix her up a little bit. So you wanna tell them what happened? You had a haircut?
Yeah, so I ended up trying layers, like a curly cut by myself off of a TikTok video. Don't do that. So now the layers are all uneven because my hair grew in all types of ways. So now I'm hoping that we can get this fixed.
Yes. So we're gonna get this fixed today. What I noticed is that she does have different shelvings here, and if I turn her around, I'm gonna show you guys what I see. You can see how she has one length right here, then she has it long right here, and then she has it short here. So that's from her cutting her hair herself, but we're gonna go ahead and fix this and even this out today. Right, because you wanna get your hair back nice.
Yes.
So she knows that it's gonna sacrifice some length, but that's okay because we're gonna get it even. Even alone, just by me cutting this off, it's gonna even all this out. Her bangs as well, she had cut, but we're gonna blend that into the rest of her hair. So her hair can start growing out seamlessly without having any shelving going on. And then you'll come back and maintain the cut. And then if she wants to get her hair long, after that she can, or if she wants to keep it where it's at, she can as well. So how do you feel? You excited?
Yes, I am.
Yes, y'all. So let's get into this and let's get it started. She was so happy, guys. Johanna, what? She looked so good. So just to kind of recap about this, you know, now her hair is going to grow out healthy in a sense that it's going to grow out evenly, and she's not going to have that shelving going on moving forward. So let's look at the comments. Wait, I don't see anything on part 1 comments. Let's look at part 2 comments. Okay, nobody really has much of a question in these videos. It's kind of, you know, something that she did at home. I would just say, guys, just don't cut your hair at home. That was it for this video. I definitely will be doing more of these. We'll go through some other videos and I can kind of point out some really good questions. This was actually pretty fun just sitting here with you guys. I'm glad we were able to touch on a few topics today. Stay tuned for some more videos, and like I said, comment down below if you guys have any other video suggestions that you would like for me to make. And yeah, I see you guys again till next time.